Ever look at a big company and just wonder who's actually running the show? It can seem really complicated, but trust me, it's simpler than you think. We're going to break it all down with a little story I like to call the company train adventure. Let's get into it.
So picture this. There's this amazing train, the Company Express, and it's on a big journey, chugging along to its final destination, Success Station. This isn't just any old train. It's a huge, powerful engine designed to build something massive.
Which brings us to the big question, right? Who's on this train? Who's in the driver's seat? And who's just along for the ride? Well, let's meet our first group of people, the ones who bought the first tickets.
First up, we've got the train owners. You can think of these folks as the true believers, the ones who put their money down before the train even had steam.
We call them shareholders. They're the people who bought tickets early on, and their money literally helped build the train from the ground up. Because of that, they don't just have a ticket, they actually own a piece of the train itself.
So what's in it for them? Well, for starters, they get a slice of the profits whenever the train does well. We call those dividends. And importantly, they get a say in the big decisions, like who gets to be the main conductor.
Now hang on, there's another group called members. These are the people whose names are officially written down in the company's big, official passenger book. Okay, so what's the difference between a shareholder and a member? It's a subtle but really important one. A shareholder is anyone who owns a piece of the train, but a member is someone who's officially on the list. And here's why that matters. Being a member gives you legal rights, like being able to show up to the big annual meetings. You can be a shareholder without being a member yet, but getting your name in that book is key.
All right, so we've got the people who own the train, but who's actually driving this thing and making sure it doesn't go off the rails? Let's meet the crew.
These are the directors. They're the experienced drivers and the expert navigators. Their job is to steer the train, choose the best route, and basically keep the entire journey safe and on schedule.
And you've got two main kinds of directors. First, there are the executive directors. Think of them as the full-time crew in the engine room, running the train day in and day out. Then you have independent directors. They're kind of like part-time safety inspectors who pop in to provide an outside perspective and make sure everything's being run fairly.
But what if the train needs a major upgrade? Like a brand new, faster engine to get to Success Station even quicker. Well, that's when the financiers step in.
This is where you meet the debenture holders. Now, these guys aren't owners or crew members. They're basically like a bank. They lend the train the money it needs for that big upgrade.
And here's the crucial thing to remember. Debenture holders are lenders, not owners. They don't get a vote on where the train goes. What they do get is their money back, with interest. And if, for some reason, the train can't pay them back, well, they have the right to take a piece of the train as payment.
So there you have it. You've got the owners, the crew running the show, and the financiers helping it grow. Everyone has a super important role to play. So it makes you think, if this were your train adventure, which seat would you want? Would you be an owner, a driver, or maybe a lender? Something to think about.